many of you have ever been so frustrated by a crying baby that you thought you would lose your mind. Today I will be talking to you about what shaken baby syndrome is, who is at risk, and what the effects of it are. Shaken baby syndrome is a serious form of child abuse. It is also known as abusive head trauma. It affects more than just infants, and it has effects that can last a lifetime. Before talking about who is at risk and what the effects of it are, let's first talk about what shaken baby syndrome is. Shaken baby syndrome is a serious brain injury resulting from forcefully shaking an infant or a toddler. Each year in the United States, 1,400 children suffer from shaken baby syndrome. So can shaken baby syndrome result from playfully playing too rough with an infant? No. Shaken baby syndrome is not an accident. Playfully tossing an infant in the air or bouncing them on your knee will not result in shaken baby syndrome. When a baby is forcefully shaken, the baby's head rotates uncontrollably. Since infant neck muscles aren't fully developed, this violent shaking causes the baby's brain to move back and forth and hit the inside of their skull. This causes bruising and bleeding of the brain. After the shaking, the brain swells cause enormous pressure. So what does it actually look like to shake a baby? Let me show you. When you shake a baby, you can see how their head moves back and forth uncontrollably. This is what causes their brain to hit the inside of their skull, which causes the bleeding. So who is at risk for being shaken, and who is more likely to shake a baby? Children who have special needs, multiple siblings, or have conditions such as colic or above average crying are at a higher risk of being shaken. Boys, as well as families below the poverty line, are also at a higher risk. Not just babies are at risk either. Cases have been reported in children up to 5 years of age. So who is most likely to shake a baby? 70% of cases report a male as the shaker. This is usually the baby's father or the mother's boyfriend. Substance abuse often plays a role in shaken baby syndrome as well. So are the effects of shaken baby syndrome really that serious? Is it really that big of a deal to shake a baby? Shaking a baby is serious. 1 in 4 children will die as a result of being shaken, as you can see here by the baby in the blue shirt. For those that survive, the effects can last a lifetime. Some of the effects of shaken baby syndrome are partial or total blindness, impaired intellect, hearing loss, problems with memory and attention, developmental delays, cerebral palsy, seizures, speech and learning difficulties, and severe mental retardation. The average infant will cry for 2 or more hours a day. Becoming frustrated is understandable, but shaking a baby is never okay. Shaken baby syndrome is 100% preventable. If you cannot get your baby to stop crying, first make sure their basic needs are met. Make sure they are not hungry or don't need to be changed. Then check for illness. You can also try rocking the baby or walking with them, and singing or talking to the baby. You can try offering them a pacifier or a noisy toy. You can also call a friend or relative for support or to come watch the baby so that you may have a break. If nothing else seems to work, place the baby somewhere safe, such as in their crib, close the door, and take a 10-minute break. Shaken baby syndrome is preventable. Shaken baby syndrome is a serious form of child abuse that occurs when an infant or young child is violently shaken, causing their brain to hit the inside of their skull and bleed. More than just infants are at risk. Cases have been reported in children up to the age of 5. Shaken children can suffer effects that will last a lifetime. 1 in 4 children will die as a result. The next time you become frustrated by a crying child, take a break, don't shake.